Welcome to Fitness by Design, the podcast for busy corporate guys who are sick of trying to get in shape only to have every plan feel like it's working against their life. I am your host, Coach Spencer, and I know exactly what this feels like. Early in my engineering career, I was working 50 plus hours a week. I was stress eating on garbage and drowning my days away with beers and burgers every night of the week. I gained over 40 pounds since graduating college, and I couldn't even climb the office stairs without getting winded. I had tried everything. Men's health workouts, bodybuilding.com challenges, cutting carbs, fasting, you name it. But nothing stuck. And when my body finally shut down and landed me in the ER, I weighed 145 pounds, down 70 pounds from my heaviest just 2 years before. I knew something had to change. So I took the problem-solving skills that I had used in my engineering career and I started to apply them to my health. I built a system, one that actually fit into my life, got me results, and made them sustainable. And now I help busy guys do the exact same thing. This podcast is where I will break down those systems, those real-world strategies, actionable insights, and no bullshit solutions to help you get lean, build muscle, and thrive in and out of your career without feeling like you have to burn out to do it. Because your health should not compete with your success, it should fuel it. So let's get into today's show. There's this moment that every guy has, and maybe he doesn't say it out loud, maybe he doesn't even notice it consciously, but it shows up the same way every single time. You walk into the bathroom, it's Wednesday morning, your shirt's half tucked, your eyes are half open, and you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. And for a split second, you just freeze. And it's not because of how you look, but because of how you actually feel. You're not out of shape, you're not a wreck, but something's just off. The guy in the mirror, he's fine, but he's not you. He's not the you that you used to be, and he's definitely not the guy that you thought you would be now. You used to walk into rooms with presence and control. You used to take off your shirt at the beach without even thinking twice. You used to finish the day with energy left in the tank, not just collapsing into the couch hoping no one asks you to do anything. But now you're just managing. You're getting through it. You're surviving work, you're surviving travel, you're surviving back-to-back meetings, you're surviving late-night Slack and team messages, but thriving? Man, that left you a long time ago. But here's the thing. It's not that you don't care. It's not that you haven't tried. You've done the fitness challenges. You've counted the calories, the meal prep kits. You've probably even toyed with the idea of hiring a coach, somebody to just do it for you, hold you accountable, and make it stick. But deep down, you know that you're skeptical because you've heard it all before. And everything out there just feels like the same version of the same stuff. Give up alcohol, cut the carbs, train 5 days a week, track every bite of food, sleep for 8 hours, even though you're probably in 2 to 3 different time zones every week. You're just supposed to figure it out on top of managing your team, leading your projects, traveling for work, staying sane at home, and trying to maintain whatever is left for your social life. Nah, man, that is not the play here. Because the problem isn't you. It's that every single solution that you have tried was built for somebody else's life. It was never built for yours. It's not for the guy who just cleared 150K this year and still feels like his confidence is running at like 50%. Not the guy who's crushing it in meetings, but can't remember the last time he walked into a room and felt like the guy people listened to before he even said a word. And he certainly isn't the guy whose career says senior manager, but whose reflection feels more like an intern who let himself go every single day of the week. You don't need another plan that expects you to change your life for fitness. You need one that fits fitness into your life. And that's exactly why I built the Engineered Fitness Blueprint. But I'm not here to sell it to you, man. I'm here to lay it out for you, plain and simple. Because this week only, I'm opening up 3 more spots to work with me one-on-one. And this is the last time that I will ever be offering the Engineered Fitness Blueprint at its current price. So if you've been waiting for a moment that you want to walk in with full clarity, not just hype, this is it. So let's get into it. Let me show you exactly what this could look like for you. And this is not some highlight reel or fantasy life like in frickin' Disney World. It's just the version of you that finally stopped running on empty. You wake up that Wednesday or Thursday, you're not on vacation and you're not post-deadline week, but you just have a regular frickin' Wednesday or Thursday morning. You don't hit snooze. It's not because you're on some ultra-disciplined morning routine guy now, but because you're actually rested. Your body doesn't feel like you just lost a bar fight last night. Your back isn't tight, you don't have brain fog, and you're not dragging your ass into the shower, let alone into your first meeting of the day. You throw on your dress shirt, the one that tugs a little too tight around your midsection right now, and it slides on perfectly. It fits the way that it used to. You remember that? Yeah, maybe even better. And in the mirror, man, you pause, and it's not because something's off this time, but because it finally looks like you again. Not bulked up like a bodybuilder or shredded like some 20-year-old that lives in his parents' basement, but just sharp, lean, strong, and confident. You head to the office, or you maybe log in from home today. And instead of chasing that to-do list with your third cup of coffee before 9 o'clock, you're already ahead of it. You're sharper in your meetings, you're quicker on your feet, and people start to feel that. That edge that you thought you lost, it's finally back. And it's not just work where it shows up. At home, at the end of the day, you're not short-tempered or distracted anymore. You've got energy left when you walk through the door, energy to finally be present, to lift, to cook, to do something besides collapse on the couch scrolling through your phone until it's time to start all over again tomorrow. And the craziest part, you're not even doing anything extreme. You're not skipping client dinners, you're not spending 2 hours in the gym, you're not tracking every single gram of food that you eat and drink, like your physique absolutely depends on it. You're just following a process that actually finally fits into your life. And that's what happens when your body stops fighting against you. When your routine isn't something that you have to get back to because you never actually left it. When you've got a system that makes the right choice the easy one, even on the road, even when things get busy, even when life throws you a curveball because it's going to, that's because the goal was never to be perfect. It was to finally feel like the guy you always thought you'd be. And when you get that back, everything changes. And here's the kicker. You've tried to get here before. You've counted the calories. You've cut the carbs. You've done the challenges, the boot camps, the 6-week shred programs. You've bought the apps. You followed the spreadsheets. You saved some Instagram workouts. You've even worked with that trainer guy online who told you to just eat chicken and broccoli 5 times a day like you were prepping for his physique show. And every time you were all in. Until work got busy. Until you had to travel. Until your kid got sick. Your boss dropped another fire drill on your desk. Or you just couldn't stare at another plain boiled chicken breast. And suddenly the whole world just collapses again. So now you're standing there, shirtless in your bathroom, your gut just soft enough to remind you that things aren't how they used to be, asking yourself, why can't I figure out how to design multi-million-dollar projects, manage my team, and keep the company and department running like an absolutely well-oiled machine, but I still can't figure out how the hell to get rid of the gut? Well, the answer's pretty simple. It's because everything that you've tried before wasn't actually built for you. It was built for somebody with that flexible schedule, no real responsibilities, and all the time in the world to obsess over fitness and macros and calories. But you, dude, you've got a career, you have a family, you have a calendar that literally doesn't ask for permission before it just flips itself upside down. You don't need a new diet, you need a different operating system, one that works for your life, not against it. And that's exactly what the Engineered Fitness Blueprint is. This is not some grind your face off fitness program. This is a truly engineered performance system that was designed for corporate guys who need results to just run on autopilot. Because if you've been stuck in this cycle for the last 5, 10, maybe even 15 years, let me be the one to say this to you. It's not going to magically get easier, but it can get simpler. Being able to walk past the mirror for the first time in all of these years, not second guessing what you see. Your clothes are fitting right. There's this quiet confidence in your posture that hasn't been there for months or years. You're not just leading meetings, you're finally commanding them, sharper, more assertive. People are leaning in when you speak because you look the part. You carry the part. Man, you are the part. You're no longer running on empty. You're not collapsing on the couch. You're hitting the gym because you want to. You're cooking real meals, having a drink with your wife, playing with your kids, and you're present for all of it. You're not distracted. You're not exhausted. You're just present. This isn't about hacking your schedule. It's not because you started waking up at 4 a.m. or quit alcohol or got yourself a Peloton in the basement. It's because for the first time in your life, you stopped winging it and you just started executing on a system that was actually built specifically for you. A system that didn't ask you to sacrifice your social life, your career, or quite frankly, your sanity to get in shape. A system that was engineered by a corporate guy for corporate guys. And finally made fitness make sense. That's exactly what the Engineered Fitness Blueprint delivers. And this week only, you've got a shot to get in at the current investment before it goes up. Because next week, this program is stepping into a completely new phase. And the guys who see it now, the guys who act now, they're going to be the ones who lock in today's pricing before this becomes an extremely VIP program. So if you're tired of starting Monday, if you're done settling for looking successful but feeling like the intern, this is your move. Shoot me a DM with the word design on Instagram or hit the link in the show notes to apply directly. Because 6 months from now, man, You're either walking into the office with a presence that finally turns heads, or you're still telling yourself, work's been too busy. It's your call. Let's build the body to match the life you've already created. This is Fitness by Design, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.